together shine forever. Voices changing lives today. Advocacy TV. Inform, inspire, impact. Advocacy TV.
Welcome to Calabar, the people's paradise.
All right, yes, it's an amazing day to everyone watching us, wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to Advocacy TV, streaming right here from the city of Calabar. My name is Awade Friday, and I am your host on the show today. You know, so many people say that political party is just a vehicle. Why some say the political party is a movement. To others, political party comes with fanaticism and comes with some level of followership that will be difficult to be dissuaded or difficult for them to be distracted from. But to us in Advocacy TV, we believe that political party, belonging to a political party, is like belonging to a football club. You're putting on the jersey today of Chelsea. Tomorrow you're putting on the jersey, the jersey of Arsenal. Next tomorrow you're putting on the jersey of PSG. And the other day you're putting on the jersey of another club. That is why we're going to be having this conversation today with one of the foremost leaders of the People's Democratic Party in Cross River State, Comrade Dr. Chris Edadi, the State Financial Secretary of PDP, the People's Democratic Party. We are going to be having conversation across the People's Democratic Party, the readiness for 2027 in Cross River and in Nigeria, come the next general election. Comrade, you're welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Good to have you, sir.
Welcome. All right.
Welcome to Advocacy TV.
Thank you. At least I'm not strange here. I'm familiar here.
Yeah, you're familiar.
Anytime I'm called upon, I already have I've envisaged the environment already, and I'm very comfortable here. Yeah. So I think the atmosphere is good for us to go have a healthy conversation, not just in contention of anything, but to give provide information that our electorate, the citizen, can make inform their decision towards 2077 for the betterment of every Cross-Riverian and Nigerian beyond political party affiliation.
That's true,
and that serves us better.
Thank you. Okay, so can we get into the conversation? PDP. What is PDP? There's some people that are just watching us for the first time. Who are the People's Democratic Party? What do they stand for? What's the ideology? Who have they been so far since the inception of PDP?
Well, fundamentally, the acronym PDP is as relevant and common as life itself, and whatever positive expectation as far as Cross River State and Nigeria is concerned. There is no single family that has no representative, a member, even as it stands, of PDP. There is no relevant politician in secular politician today that have no background of the PDP, People's Democratic Party. And so the name is not strange, and it doesn't require further explanation, because as Cross-Riverian, we have felt the impact of the party. In fact, when that party is mentioned, I look at your continent. When you mention that name, PDP. It has a natural way of resonating love, attraction on its own,
Okay.
unlike other parties. Because when we call for PDP meetings, people are excited, even in the opposition, to come because there is this ideology of friendliness. Like I tried to explain to a few of my friends this morning that religiously, PDP can be tends to be that of Christianity base, and that of APC. I'm using just the two prominent dominant party, that of the APC. You can see that it's more of Muslim attribute because they are more of chaos, violence, and atrocity, hatred within themselves. Let me come.
I like you to take back that word because
let me come.
Our Muslim brothers are not people that are known for violence. However, you know, because
I did history. Listen to me.
That comparison,
listen to me.
Listen,
I hope you are not here to argue me. Listen to me.
You are making our Muslim brothers feel like
no.
They are feeling chaos. So I just want them to know that it's not our opinion.
No. It's not. It's not about that. I did history during my secondary school days, and we all know the psychology of jihad, the foundation and the mentality, and it's equally in the Quran that when you kill the amount of people you kill, there is an award for you when you die. But the conversation so let's that just exactly. By the way, let me come back. You know, every political party is founded with an ideology. What is ideology? And I want to restrict my explanation to the People's Democratic Party, PDP, that I belong to, body, soul, and spirit, and physical. The PDP ideology is a democratic a platform where the majority will always carry the vote. Unlike other parties like even APC in Cross River State, where the governor will always make use of his left hand side or right hand side and remove a paper and read. It doesn't work in the PDP, and that is why in the last Congress primaries that we had, you hardly heard a complaint because we have stages of consultation. The word, chapter, state, and national. By
Congress, you mean?
I'm not talking about Congress.
No, you said the last primaries.
Primaries, yes.
Which of the primaries? Is it the Turaki primaries or the Wiki primaries?
You know,
for you to say that there are no issues. For you to say that there are no issues.
Let me say something.
It is obvious that after every political primaries, there are court cases. There are conversations.
Now let me come in. Well, even as a family, a nuclear family, the existence of husband and wife is not a symbol of no issue, but how you're able to manage it and approach to it matters. But when it comes to extreme, because of lack of democratic tendencies and approach, it becomes a perpetual problem that will be difficult to handle.
Is that what is happening in the PDP?
No, that's why I'm saying that. That is what is happening currently in APC as far as Cross River State is concerned. And that is not equivalent to what is happening in the PDP. We are peaceful, we are democratic. Democratic in the sense that everything that we need to do is based on principle and the constitutional proceedings.
Now, let me come.
Answer
the question I asked.
You know that to be sincere to you, even be, no matter how neutral you try to be, we are in the 21st century where every information is at your own disposal.
Okay.
You are learned, you are enlightened, you are digitally inclined. You don't just see somebody who wake up from nowhere and impose himself to be one thing or the other, and you just take it to be a serious-minded person. Like now, the Turaki fashion you just mentioned.
Yes.
In a couple of about 9 months ago, we have some governors with them. And that was when we have fashion in the party. And as I'm speaking with you, almost all the governors have left the faction. The group, not even a faction in the PDP.
All the governors left to...
No, let me come now. If there is prospects, if there is anything positive that will, any outcome, why would the governor, including their leader, Makinde, he will have still be there, but it up out, and it's now in APM or whatever. Then, now in Cross River State, let's deal with Cross River State.
Okay.
By God's special grace, I am the State Financial Secretary of the People Democratic Party in PDP, Cross River State chapter. I've served one term and I'm in my second term. I should be vested with details about the party because I'm passionate, I'm dedicated, I'm not just pretending. That is my party today. So everything from the national, state chapter and down to the ward unit and community level, I'm abreast with it with the constitution. In fact, I go with it with my constitution. I sleep with it because I don't want anything that I can think twice. So now, in the state level, we have Honorable Barrister Venus came as the state chairman that I serve under. We have 18 chapter chairman with their due ESCO under Adraham, Honorable Adraman Mohammed as the national chairman. We equally have ward structure across the 196 wards under the leadership of Venus Kim. And somebody's from nowhere, you're coming out to say, I am a candidate. Use your phone and Google from the INEC portal who are the candidates. Because if your name is not there, so why parading yourself? Why are we making a no issue become an issue?
But why are you people having two governorship candidates?
No, that's the aspect I'm telling you now.
Okay.
Because you can't just wake up. Like somebody waking up today and declare himself to be a governorship candidate.
Of which party?
Of APC.
No, but there are no factions in APC.
No, let me tell you. You cannot say, listen now.
Yes.
You know, there is difference between faction, factionalization of an organization, and an aggrieved members.
Yes, internal agreement.
So we are mistaking aggrieved members to be factionalized. Faction is where there are parallel group of disagreement, opposition that have equal right on tendency of emergence of any of the group.
Is that not?
No. Let me come now. It's not to say that we have faction. We have an aggrieved members who felt that they were supposed to be the recognized ESCO. But judicially and other precedents has proven that no, you are not up to date.
But of course, sir, I'm not cutting you.
You're not just say you're not cutting.
No, I just want to get something clear.
Okay.
I just want to get it clear. Before now, we all know that Sir Arthur Jarvis was the governorship candidate,
and he's
of
not
PDP.
just was.
Where did the other governorship candidates come from? Because of recent one, engineer Julius Udai is parading himself as another governorship candidate. Which one should Conservatives believe?
Well, from the information at my disposal,
yes,
allegedly,
okay,
because it's not proven yet, that is being sponsored by the ruling party to cause a division within the party.
Do you think the ruling party is afraid of PDP?
No. Let me come now. If the ruling party is not afraid of the PDP, the small recognition that some of you are recognized are being called now and pick your call wouldn't have been there. You know this. That there are meetings going on, some of the people who feel that they are all they have started picking calls, and a lot of things are going on. They have now realized we are bold to tell them. Yesterday we have press conference. We were bold to tell the people, because we have a lot of 80% of APC members in Cross River State today are just there because they feel that this mindset of nobody knows tomorrow syndrome, anything can happen, because the government of the day had permanently placed us in a position of frustration and hunger where people are helpless. Walk through Calabar. Have you seen any new car that you can pass and say, this person?
Wait, are you talking about Cross River State?
I'm talking about, we are talking about Cross River State. So in summary of what I'm saying is that the issue of having a governorship candidate,
two governorship candidates.
No. We have a governorship candidate who, in person of Sir Dr. Ato Jarvis Archivo, recognized and duly voted during the primaries, recognized by the national body, and equally recognized by the umpire of Nigeria electionary body, which is the INEC. And so if you are talking about any other person, you have, as a journalist, as an umpire, you should do the investigation yourself first.
If we haven't done the investigation, we won't be bringing it up here.
No. If you have
evidence of posters, evidence of meetings that they have called.
It's not enough.
PDP.
And if you rely your version, you have read it from posters, meetings, then you have more work to do to upgrade.
Okay.
Because you can visit what they call the INEC portal and all of that to know who is really the candidate of the party.
Okay, viewers, we'll be back after the short break. We still have Comrade Dr. Chris Edadi, the State Financial Secretary of People's Democratic Party. You know, I don't want to say of one of the factions, because as it stands, there are no records of another faction of political offices or people occupying the PDP offices. The only area that they have challenges is that it's just on candidate. I can tell you for free. When I'm back, I will mention the name of some of the candidates still in the party in other local government and other senatorial districts that are still contesting.
It's not a challenge to us.
We'll be back after the show.
It's a plus to the PDP.
10 years of the journey, we still there stand. Look at the goodness, look at the hand. We celebrate the grace. 10 years ago, the dream was small. We didn't know we would walk so tall. Through the storm and the rain we passed, but the foundation that we built will last. Every trial was a lesson taught. In every battle that the Spirit fought, we kept the faith, we kept the flame, and now we rise to call your name. It's 10 years of grace, 10 years of blessings. We're celebrating the gospel street jams in Calabar. 10 years of favor, 10 years of love. We're celebrating the gospel street jams in Calabar. Our dress code is all white. Oh, we celebrate, oh, we rejoice, raising up our hands and raising our voice. 10 years strong, 10 years of grace. Come and see the wonders of Thanksgiving. Calabar is blessed. 10 years of grace, 10 years of blessings. We're celebrating the gospel street jams in Calabar. 10 years of favor, 10 years of love. We're celebrating the gospel street jams in Calabar. Our dress code is all white. Oh, we celebrate, oh, we rejoice, raising up our hands and raising our voice. 10 years strong, 10 years of grace. Come and see the wonders of Thanksgiving. Calabar is blessed.
All right, welcome back to the show. This is still Advocacy TV, and we are streaming from the ancient city of Calabar, right here in the Advocacy TV studios. Don't forget to stream and follow us on all social media platforms on Facebook Advocacy TV, on YouTube at Advocacy TV Studios. We are the premier, the first online TV platform in Cross River State. In the studio, we still have Comrade Dr. Chris Edadi. We're having a conversation on the readiness of his political party in the forthcoming 2027 election. Now let's get into other issues. Comrade, recently we heard that you guys, your party, your candidate at the press conference. Can we have a little insight on some of the details raised in the press conference?
Well, may not have the comprehensive
maybe just
view of what transpired yesterday, but I witnessed that from the onset to the end. I think that seems to be our responsibility as an opposition to checkmate the ruling party, to create a balance. And of course, despite some intimidation and all of that, we are not despised, we are not deterred from discharging our responsibility, because we are determined for a better Cross River State. And I can tell you, with all level of audacity, that the party that I believe in, and as a member and as a stalwart, we are determined to make the difference come 2027. We're going to win the elections, and we're projecting a Cross River of entrepreneurship and wealth creation.
What is giving the PDP the confidence that the PDP can unseat the APC in Cross River State? What is giving PDP the confidence?
The confidence is simple, because the sitting government, led by Governor Basedero too, has made it very simple and easier for us to enthrone the seat of governance come 2027, because of accumulation of failures and underperforming and all of that. You and I know, by December 2005, I conducted on the spot interview personally in
2005 or 2005.
2005.
Okay.
December. I was in Aba. I conducted on the spot interview randomly, selected 10 persons with the same question. And one of the first questions is that, who do you want to support for governorship 2027? And
let's just correct the date. Is it 2005 or 2025? Is this your research?
Now. Just last month,
correct.
So I was amazed that virtually I have almost the same answers at Aba. One old woman, because I tried to measure up the market women view, elites and all of that, business when and on, so exposed people, and the transporters and ordinary people. Then I discovered that I have, within 1 or 2 seconds, somebody can be mentioning, say this one did this, he did this one, he did this, and I ask them, it's like you are saying this because you collect rice for this December, or the governor sent. He said, I don't need governor money, I don't need rice, I don't need anything. One old woman helped me and pointed one of the beautiful secondary and primary school started by Abarod, he said Abarod, yes, Osisoma from Osisoma. And I look at that place. He said, this place has been abandoned school, but it's a public school. And by January, when the task force resume, if you are caught not attending school when you're supposed to be in school, both you and your parent will be in problem.
I'm trying to understand this comparison.
So now, coming back to Calabar.
Okay, this analysis, this interview was in Aba.
Then coming back to Calabar to evaluate, to measure up both. I went to what? I interviewed three different persons. All I deduce from that. I don't even know. I don't know.
Why were you the one doing the interview?
It's for my personal consumption.
In Aba. You did the interview in Canada. Don't you people have state publicity secretary that should do this interview to find out what communication message they will use? I don't understand. You did the interview as a journalist or as a member of PDP?
As a political stalwart, you should be abreast always. First, I'm a Korsivarian.
But you know you're not giving me the answer.
No. Let me go.
The confidence people have to defeat him.
That is why I'm telling you that the failure and the disappointment of the current government.
Okay, so do you call the fact that people can now sleep with their eyes closed in Cross River a failure? Allegedly, do you call the fact that we can now drive on good roads in Cross River a failure? Do you call the fact that our primary health centers are being renovated and put in order a failure? Or do you call the fact that Chronicles in Cross River State, the Chronicle newspaper has been remodeled and is going to be commissioned shortly, a failure? What really do you even call failure in PDP as a failure of this government in Cross River State? I'd like to know, because we are trying to educate people.
I think there is one term, one phrase that is common with economics.
Okay.
When they say all things being equal.
Okay.
All things being equal in the sense that given the atmosphere of comparison that there's equity.
Okay.
You have this, I have this. Then let's prove by experiment. That is the only basis where we can have variable divergent outcome, yes, that can really give it a meaning. But when you give so much encomium and applause to a government living to its expectation, when you know before you are even elected to a position, number one responsibility with the public fund collectively is the security of the people. And the security and the way I'm mannered is being secure. How are we sure of the sustainability? Because it's full of compromise. You are dealing with people that you're supposed to be eliminated. You're supposed to be cautioned. Set an institution that people should be afraid of the law. What if the next government come and refuse to compromise? When people are already, who are already victim, they are combative, they are deviants, they are not law abiding. Instead of that is invoking the power of the government on the citizen, you are compromising with them. See, whatever we are doing today is not what we are seeing today. It's the sustainability of the approach. When you have a governor who is not ready to go down to that level to encourage illegality just to make it have a glimpse or a temporal result, what is the sustainability? As you, I'm a criminal, have been apprehended, and I'm aware and I know. So if I want to, because I want peace, I need to call you, give you money for me to have peace. What will happen when the money stops? We are all Crossivarians. Even those involved should know that peace is for everybody, because even those who masterminded the unrest of the society, in a way they have been victim of circumstance at one or two times. Because when you throw a stone in the market, you don't know whether your relative or your son or your parent is there. As woman, I was staying in the Calabasa before. The man who was a Capone close to me, ordinary malaria killed him. So nobody should be seen that is overall because of where you find yourself and all of that. And I want to say that when people give so much accolades and put so much encomium about the security architecture in the state, the next question should be, what is the sustainability of the approach?
But are we enjoying peace and security?
I'm not talking about peace.
Are we enjoying security?
We look at things. We will look at things beyond now.
It's because it was secure than before. Is it secure than before?
You have enough here. You are my younger brother by age, and of course, I should know that you have even more than double of who you are now by age to live in this on this earth by God's grace. But what matters to you should not be at the comfort of your zone. I know you may partially, because of your affiliation with the APC, have some element of passion or that, but in the course of this interview, listen first. In the course of this interview,
I am just doing my job as
you are doing your job, but I need to tell you that.
So saying that
what I'm saying, essence,
has that answered the question I have asked?
No. What I'm saying, essence,
my affiliation with APC, my alleged affiliation with APC.
When you say, I'm just telling you.
No, I'm saying that. Are we enjoying peace by your own estimation and calculation, by what you have found out so far? Is Cross River State peaceful? Yes, it's a yes or no question.
It can never be yes or no.
Why?
It can never be yes or, because yes or no will require more detailed explanation. If I say yes, I need to explain why I say yes. Okay. If I say no, I need to explain why I say no. So it's a yes or no question.
You've not given me
let me
why the PDP feels they can unseat APC. You might even say
no,
numbers.
I'm giving you an idea. I'm coming from a different.
We have only 30 minutes.
It doesn't matter the 30 minutes. And our viewers already have a direction where they will go. I am saying that
PDP will defeat APC. You must say it.
I have said it all. That the sitting governor and the government of the day is undemocratic.
Okay.
They do things the way they feel like without minding the decision of the electorate.
Okay, that's
undermining the power of even their party members. So they do things autocratically. And that is why so many members of the APC are disenchanted with the principle of their party. And they are going to betray this man for a new government that will serve 4 years.
Okay, comrade.
I said, let me quickly remind you again, the aspect of the security you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I have told you, whatever result that we have today, is not my problem. The problem I have is that the approach of the result that we are having, what is the mechanism of sustainability?
Wait, what you are saying in essence is that whatever security we are enjoying today is not the problem of PDP. So PDP is only concerned how to sustain it.
Security is every man's business.
No, you said it's not your problem. Your problem is how to sustain the security. Isn't it the collective duty of every citizen to protect ourselves?
But it must be done legitimately without unnecessary compromise.
How many members do you have in PDP now in Cross River State?
Well, I can tell you by tomorrow by this time, if you watch my Facebook page and some of the WhatsApp platform, that I believe some majority of politicians in Cross River State, irrespective of your political parties affiliation and members of it, you have believe with me that we're going to register more defection from the APC back to the PDP across the state.
By your estimation,
by my estimation,
how many members do you people have in PDP at the moment, considering the massive defection that has been moving from PDP to APC? How many members do you think
if
that will give you people the strength to defeat an APC with this number of votes?
I think by my own analysis and by experience, I feel Crossivarians, majority of Crossivarians, the way the orientation and information is going for people to know,
Yeah.
I can relatively put it in a percentage aspect so that
Okay.
we cannot
Yeah.
cannot
We
just
can't
say
go straight to the data.
to the data.
Yeah.
So I think Crossivarian at 70% have realized that the sitting government today is just rolling within Calabar, Marian, and all of that. It
This
doesn't pass the
conversation will
number.
take me to my next question after this break.
So
after this break, I will come back and ask you with the areas you think are PDP strongholds that PDP can go to sleep thinking that they've won those areas. I'll be back after this break. We'll have that conversation. My fellow Cross Riverians, this season of enjoyment don't reach our rural communities as we just celebrate our cultural and traditional festivals. Make we all day vigilant and careful to protect public infrastructure and amenities for our rural communities. Make we not throw away refuse inside gutter. Make we know the burn tire for road, and make we always keep our surroundings clean. Make we join hands with our Govo, Senator Basi Edetu too, and our Mama for State, Bishop Mrs. Eyawano too, to develop our state and promote peace and unity for our villages. Yes, sir, the season of sweetness don't come. This message now from Comrade Basi Agbo, Director General, Rural Development Agency, RUDA. All right, welcome back to the show. In our final conversations for the day, Comrade Dr. Chris Edadi is here with me. A man that if you spill out some part of his blood and drop it on the floor, when it gets dry, you see People's Democratic Party on it. So, Comrade, in closing, as we get into 2027 in Cross River State, I don't want to go into Nigeria because in Nigeria, I mean, it's obvious that you people have about 4 presidential candidates. So we don't want to go into that.
It's not only 4, it's 10.
Okay, you have 10 presidential candidates.
Why you have a dead man as a presidential candidate?
No, let's not go there. Can you please tell us in all sincerity, do you think that in some areas in Cross River State, like I already know that in Abiyako, people have 2 candidates in Abiyako. I can call the 2 names. I already know that in some House of Assembly, people have 2 candidates. But what areas are those areas that you believe that as a party, PDP, even if you don't campaign, you won the election?
Well, first is that good percentage of average Crossivarian, they are still in love with the PDP. When that name PDP is mentioned, people feel that sense of belonging and they love, not just like. And that is not the same thing with when APC is mentioned anyway. In fact, I wonder what some of the APC stalwarts, what they are going to tell the electorate in their various communities about the APC, except lies and deceit as usual. But when you talk about PDP, let me talk about the candidate. Another area that we have confidence is that we have, because we are People Democratic Party, we have the proceeding and the procedure. They know technical know-how, how to arrive at a candidate, different from the pattern of the APC when one man will just remove one paper and read without considering the decision of the
Why are you eating on APC?
No. Let me allow me. They are minor to the political expectation come 27 is between APC. Is the contest is your contest or conquest is between the APC and the PDP. So there's nothing more or short about it. The idea of using any nomenclature like what happened in 2023, where some persons were beneficiary of P2B's name and all of that, the orientation of Crossivarian and Nigeria is beyond that.
Okay.
People are beginning to adapt the idea of rainbow coalition, whether they pronounce it or not. You can be in the APC, but you already inform yourself that for governorship, this is the person. For this is that is the mentality of rainbow coalition that was introduced by our national leader.
But your national leader is supporting the president of Nigeria.
His Excellency, that is his own decision as a person, not the party.
But is your national leader?
There is no general communicate that have command or roll out that every PDP member you are supporting Tinubu. If I'm in his position, I can do the same, because even the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. That means the measure, you must love yourself first. So the interest is first. But where it becomes greed is the excessiveness of it.
From Bakassi to Obaliko.
So Obaliko. Let me ask me a question.
Are you saying that people go to sleep?
One of those things is that we have viable and very reliable and people-oriented candidate across. Let me start with our presidential, our governorship candidate. Since we are talking about the state, I believe that any patriotic Crossivarian will know that Sir Otto Jarvis has the prerequisite, the criteria, the wherewithal, more of experience of employer and entrepreneurship in qualification to lead Cross River State as a governor. We have never had it before. Check all the governors. What experience do they have in the previous time? What did they have after? Even the incumbent. To the best of my knowledge, I believe that the incumbent governor today never dreamed that he would be governor, because he was looking for Senate just to take care of his health.
No, let us not go. No, that is a bit personal. You're saying that somebody is looking for a seat to take care of his health. Can we retrieve back that word? It's not a good thing to say, because if someone said that to you, I'm sure you will feel different about it. No, everybody have opinion.
Let me tell you, the commissioner for information, when as far as in Seattle BC last weekend or so, said that there is an outburst of what they call it, bed balls in the only and first private university that we had, because of political sentiment. Without minding the economic value, without minding the importance and the developmental factor of what that private university has done. A lot of graduates today from Cross River State who have come out excellently, and majority of them came under scholarship. And for a man like Otto Jarvis, who is internationally oriented, he has a versatile experience of Lagos and Abuja and Port Harcourt, but he cited an interior area in a forest like Akpabio just to attack development. And somebody is on the screen to say that there is an outburst of bed bugs in his university and all of that, that you should go and focus on. Those things are not what we want now. The government is supposed to even empower and support so private sector that will in turn enhance and support employment and other developmental aspects.
Why we close? You know, if you ask me, the level of security we enjoy in Cross River State is what the private university you mentioned in the village is benefiting from. That is one of it. So however people's opinion would have been different about anything they think, it's not entirely the opinion of the government of Cross River State that you might want to now say that the governor at some point was looking for a way to take care of his health. I'm just trying to clarify that that's entirely your opinion at that instance. But in closing, you've actually not even mentioned to me that PDP will win this, PDP will win that, PDP will win this, PDP will win that. It's like you people's only strength is governor. You don't even believe that PDP can this is supposed
let me only say this.
Your closing word in 2 minutes, sir.
Let me equally say this. At some point towards 2022 primaries, the incumbent governor was in deep conversation to deputize Sandiono.
Incumbent governor
yes.
of PDP.
Cross River State for now.
Wait, the incumbent governor of Cross River State
yes. At
was speaking to deputize Sandiono.
Yes.
That is 100% false, sir.
No, I'm telling you.
No.
I'm telling you. That's because
by the information available to the media. By the information available to the media. That is entirely false. In fact, it is the current governorship candidate of PDP that was at some point tipped or assumed or suggested to be the deputy of Sandiono, but at some point something happened and there was a change. So you can't, a governor like Senator Prince Bassi Edadi too, by our understanding.
We are not talking about being a governor today. I am giving you a reliable information.
Reliable as approved by who?
And now,
let's go. Information was approved.
You know that the agitation of who become the governors in 2022.
Yes.
The incumbent governor was not in the picture.
Can you actually show me evidence of where that conversation took place?
No, you show me the evidence why you are countering me. I'm telling you with facts. And so we end up having people at the helm of affair that not in their own decision really, because the choice of the incumbent governor came when Sandiono momentum was high. So they needed a match, a name.
Oh, so you think
that name that he had was PDP that gave him the
thank
name.
God that you have now agreed. No, agreed that name. The name sweet prince. The sweet prince was given by PDP. You eventually agree.
Now the name was given to him by the PDP until he now become the governor under APC. Now have Peter.
Do you know that?
Can you boldly say that you are enjoying sweetness of this government?
This is a good way to run,
because you just extended a vehicle, they give you 6,000 naira. Now you can say it's a sweet thing. What is sweet to go to state under APC?
Comrade. No, just tell me this is a good way.
It's not a good way because you are allowing to learn. You can't say that we are now considering and enjoying sweetness. When even in the south there is so much disenchantment, only a few that you can mention.
What are your closing words as we go?
My closing word is that thank you for this platform once again.
Yeah.
Ahead of 2027, we were first Korsivarian, and we are from villages, we are from local government. Political parties and political interests come and go. I am equally learning from some names I felt during Ayade will never go hungry. But today, they are in the street. Some of them have sold out their properties. Some who were like that, they are off just within 3 years. So, if you are in position today, respect humanity, respect God. Political contest and aspiration is not war. It's not life. We will do everything humanly possible to respect the procedure. Whoever emerge, let us leave it at that. But when it transcends between contest to intimidation, crushing humanity and all of that just for position, even you that masterminded that wouldn't be comfortable to enjoy the wealth.
Okay.
Let us be civil ahead of 2023, 2027, and ensure that we have a level playground.
Thank you.
Whoever emerges, I thank God as of today, the issue of the contemplation of back to side or not back to side is dead. Because even the candidate of PDP is from the south, and he has said it over and over that is coming to complete the 4th term of the south and then hand over. So
I wouldn't have gone this route because we were closing in 30 seconds. Was it not the same governorship candidate that supported a governorship candidate from Central? At what point did he now realize that the governorship would have gone to the south. At what point did he now realize that?
Well, to be fair to you,
Yes.
when you affiliate yourself with a party, and when they say the party is supreme,
Yeah.
as at the time ahead of state primaries, there was a resolution at the national already that there is no zoning when it comes to presidential race. When the likes of Wike were agitating that after Buhari 8 years, he should come to the south.
Yeah.
So at the national, where South Jarvis was not in the meeting, Sandy Ono was not in the meeting, the result there that the contest is open.
Okay.
That is why you have Wike in the ballot from the south. You have Tambowa and
From the north.
Atiku
Yeah.
from the north, and the result that whoever emerge
will support.
we will support.
So that was
And now-
something that came down.
Yes, and when it came down, South Jarvis Atibong, who is a well-disciplined and very straightforward human being, who is dedicated as a benefit member of the party, he cannot do otherwise to do anti-party. He's taken by the party, whether the zoning favor him
Or not.
or not. It's a party principle.
Okay.
And so anybody using it against him, you means you don't have the details information, because this thing, the communication pattern and the hierarchy of the party is top bottom. When it comes from up, down to state and chapter and the ward. So the decision affected us. Let me tell you today, if the national have resolved, because that one came first, that they have zone presidency to south, that thing flows naturally down. Like today, I'm a state financial secretary. My responsibility attached to my office is being addressed to national financial secretary. And at the end, they will put a clause, and this is applicable to other levels of the ESCO. So if I want to project my responsibility and duty, I only go to National Financial Secretary, while I'm the State Financial Secretary.
Okay, thank you.
And so the information step flow is from up down. So
Thank you.
anybody using that against Ato Jarvis, it means you are deformed.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I like the way you try to struggle to actually defend that.
The remove that was struggle.
Okay, I like the way you try to beat around the bush to defend that.
I am already in the main road.
It's always, each time I have the opportunity to have conversation with this man, either on radio or any platform, it's always very interesting. And trust me, Comrade Dr. Chris Edadi is an amazing communicator. Is somebody you can take him off balance. You can't take him off
No, it's not possible.
So far the conversation has been very interesting, and I want to thank everybody for staying put with us. Thank you to my team, the Advocacy TV team. Thank you, everyone, the viewers. Thank you. Just like he said, 2027, we were once Conservarians before we became affiliated to political parties. Vote the best, vote for your conscience, and vote for credible delivery, as we are seeing today in Cross River State. Thank you very much.
10 years of the journey, we still there stand. Look at the goodness, look at the hand. We celebrate the grace. 10 years ago, the dream was small. We didn't know we would walk so tall. Through the storm and the rain we passed, but the foundation that we built will last. Every trial was a lesson taught. In every battle that the Spirit fought, we kept the faith, we kept the flame, and now we rise to call your name. It's 10 years of grace, 10 years of blessings. We're celebrating the gospel street jams in Calabar. 10 years of favor, 10 years of love. We're celebrating the gospel street jams in Calabar. Our dress code
together shine forever. Voices changing lives today. Advocacy TV. Inform, inspire, impact. Advocacy TV.
Welcome to Calabar, the people's paradise.